Good morning, thriving warriors and those who wish they were. Alexa, what's the date?
Today is Friday, November 25th.
Good. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 6:09 a.m.
Great. Alexa, what is the weather?
In Amargosa Valley, it's 33 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies. Today, you can look for lots of sun, with a high of 62 degrees and a low of 33 degrees.
Okay. Alrighty, so a little bit colder than yesterday, but it didn't seem that way. All right, so here we are once again at Department of Career Services, and what a bevy is there. I am with Catman Joe. All righty, Catman Joe and what a bevy. Yeah, I see you. Okay, so Department of Career Services, what is our goal? To help you get from point A to point B, where B is better. How do we do that? Well, good morning, Charlene. Good morning, Diana. Is Todd there? How do we do that? Well, we do it several ways, starting with this little podcast, which is the point of the spear, because the real stuff is down below in the description. Please subscribe, click on the bell, share this like what a bevy is doing. So we have down below links to our 4-week basic training course that we have been refining for the last 10 years. We have a link to today's motivational video, which I use to create this podcast. We have a link to the TED Talk that goes along with where we are in our 4-week basic training course. This is week 3, day 5. We're going to be watching Derek Sivers show how to create a movement within 3 minutes following the Seth Godin approach. Coffee. Have our little cup of coffee. Make sure you have your pen and your notebook. This is my AFWorks notebook, thanks to Mark Rowland and the Air Force Innovation Lab in the Howard Hughes Center in Las Vegas. Okay, so we also have links and information down below to services we provide for our members, which would be housing, clothing, food, hygiene, transportation, skills training, foundational employment, career planning. And last but not least, we have the transcript of Seth Godin's daily blog, which has been running for about 20 years. So all of that is wrapped up in this little 15-minute-ish sort of type of thing. Good morning, Todd. Let's see, is anybody else in the big room at Camp Rainman, also known as Camp Liberty? We are broadcasting, we're in narrowcasting from the Oasis here in Amargosa Valley. And it is quite dark out. Okay, so moving along. So some of the memes. What is a meme? A meme is a idea that spreads from brain to brain. So some of the memes from today's podcast that I watch, so to motivate you to watch those, or click on the link down below. It's about the grind, the challenges, the pain. Learn to handle the winters of your life. Winters always follow the fall or autumn. Learn to handle those. How you do anything is how you do everything. If you cut corners on anything, you're going to cut corners on everything. How you do anything is how you do everything. Stay calm, stay present. So when the bullets maybe that's better. Okay. It's Stay calm, stay present. So when the bullets are flying, the most important thing is stay calm. Stay calm. The people in Camp Rain Man, has anybody seen Sayer since yesterday? Is he back? Has anybody seen Sayer all day? Okay, well, we're getting another veteran here at Camp Rain, at Amargosa. Today, we are getting our horses today. The 3 horses are arriving this morning. And we have the 3 o'clock committee, Amargosa Valley Thriving Warrior Committee, where all of the people in Amargosa Valley are invited to talk about how we move things, how we can move things forward. So this place is a great example of when you don't have prosperity, people start becoming suspicious and defensive, fighting over scraps rather than, hey, let's work together for our common good. As I say to people here in Silicon Valley, somebody has an idea, people then sit around talking about, how can we turn this into reality? Here, it seems like somebody has an idea, a group of people get together and talk about, how can we stop it? What minor thing can we look for? What little thing in the Nevada revised statutes can we find to throw a roadblock in their way and just stop them? Why? Because we can. Okay, so, and then at Rain Man today, guys, I am sure that the AA meeting will take place at the usual time. Everybody seems to be over their COVID, so they will be there. Is how it appears now. Todd, you need to be ready to get picked up by me about 9 o'clock this morning to go to the horses, because the people delivering the horses are going to be there. Let's see, I think we're going to leave about 9:30. The horse people will be there, and we shall overcome. We'll go from there. So now that was the memes. That was today's stuff of what we is doing. What we is doing. What is our approach? Well, our approach to helping you get from point A to point B, where B is better, is to leave little breadcrumbs out there that you can follow. Today's breadcrumb, first breadcrumb, well, now it's like the 6th breadcrumb of the day, but the first breadcrumb that I'm mentioning is, how do you get from point A to point B? It's simple. Go forward. What? Really? Yeah, just go forward. That's all you have to do is go forward. However, back to today's meme, it's about the grind, the challenges, and the pain. Expect that there is going to be a grind to going forward. There's going to be challenge. There will be challenges. There will be pain. Keep going forward. Keep going forward. We're not in a pleasure bubble. Learn to handle the winters. You're going up the hill where B is better, from A to B. All righty then, at 9 minutes, moving along, today's video is Derek Sivers, how to create a movement in under 3 minutes. So he has a video somebody took with their camera illustrating the Seth Godin 4-step process of how do you get people in the car. That's what we're focused on this week. How do we get people in our car headed to Successville, to point B? Point B is successful. How do we get get the right people in the car? So we started Monday with David Logan, join tribe, nudge forward. Tuesday, we saw Seth Godin talk about, well, how do you nudge? Hey, homie, let's go. How do you nudge people forward? 4-step process. Find part of the status quo to change. 2, tell a compelling story. 3, connect the true believers, ignore the non-true believers. 4, lead them. Wednesday, we had Simon Sinek talking about how do you tell a compelling story? How do you tell a compelling story? Well, the story is about why we need to change the status quo. It's not about what we're going to change. It's not about how we're going to change the status quo. It's about why we need to change the status quo. Segue. When you go to work, when you go to apply for a job, the status quo is you don't work there. What do you want to change? Well, that's what you want to change. You want to get them to change the status quo by having them hire you. How do you do that? You tell a compelling story. How do you tell a compelling story? Simon Sinek, it starts with why. Why they need to change the status quo and hire you. Not what you're going to do, not how you're going to do it. Why they should hire you. And that should start with because you're going to make them more money or you're going to save them money. Moving right along. Then yesterday was David Phillips talking about the science, the magical science of storytelling, where what we want to do is have stories at the beginning that trigger the release of neurotransmitters, the neurotransmitters you want to get people to feel the way you want to bond with you. Okay, and then today, Derek Sivers demonstrates that in a video, but he also goes off another direction to talk about leadership is overvalued. It's not the leader, it is the first followers. Because the first followers turn a lone nut into a leader. So it's how do you nurture? So Derek Sivers, A, illustrates or demonstrates what Seth Godin's formula is, and B, he talks about some other practical things to leadership. All righty then, moving right along. Seth Godin, what does Seth have to say? Boom. The paradox of status and power. What Lucy does. The paradox of status and power. One can refuse to pay bills, bully employees, steal credit, work the refs, and look for shortcuts. ... How you do anything is how you do everything. Or pay bills ahead of time, elevate employees, amplify the credit of others, and take the long road. While both are modern signifiers of a certain kind of success, only one is a resilient way forward. Go forward. Coincidence? Ancient emperors that aspired to power often had their enemies beheaded. The ones with real power gave them clemency. Okay, so what's the paradox here? Status and power. Well, the paradox would be the more power you have, the more you should share it or elevate the status of other people, not put them down, pull them up. As you pull them up, they're going to be pushing you forward. So don't try to get ahead of people by putting obstacles in their way. Get ahead of people by having them help push you forward. Because everybody wants to follow somebody, even Catman Joe. What? Okay. Here we are at 14:17. It is now time for Diana to do her thing. Navy SEAL Maxim. How do we move from point A to point B? What is the best way, or what is one great way to move from point A to point B? Right. Have an attitude that yesterday was the only easy day. Yesterday was the only easy day. Today, I'm going to push myself a little bit harder up the hill. So if you think about it, so in 2 days, I've gone from here. Let's just magnify this. 2 days, I've gone from here to here. If I tried to go that distance in 1 day, that would be too hard, right? So I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to go there. It's really simple physics. Let's see, what else? What else? Okay, yesterday was the only easy day. Well, how do we make today? How do we accomplish that? One would be what? Enjoy the suck. Oh no, embrace the suck. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Break the habit of always trying to make things more comfortable for you. Getting in the car, adjusting the seat. What else? The little things, having to turn the temperature to make it just right. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Let everyone else strive for comfort, because when you remove the comfort, people get distracted and then they get agitated. They get off their game. So get comfortable, and it's not that you want to do that to other people, it's that you don't want other people to do it to you. So get comfortable being uncomfortable. Have an attitude of mind over matter. I don't mind because it doesn't matter. Let's see, what else? Embrace the suck. Don't compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Let's see, what else? Oh, be more samurai. Karate chop, chop. Go out there, make something happen. Okay, so can I have some, and that's it for today. It's 16:49, still not hitting the mark. I'll do better tomorrow. So somebody say cut and cut. Cut, good. Cut and cut.